after many years of trying to push things, I now think that maybe a more natural rhythm is good. So just take it easy. Of course, we will do it at the end again, but I want to thank Yaakov and his teacher, my friend Moshe, for the invitation. It's a great honor for me, and I respect you all for coming and being so brave and open-minded. Okay? We all originated in Bujinka, and all the techniques are from Hatsumi Sensei, and I have a lot of respect and honor for him, and I intend to make this art alive, okay, as much as I understand. Again, this is just one perspective, my perspective, and there are many other perspectives, and if we will behave rationally, then we can learn a lot from each other. Okay. What do you say, Yaakov?
Let's go.
Okay. After we do the warm-up, I want to explain what we're going to do. If we divide it into two parts. The first part is Kamae. We have Kamae Ninjutsu. And the Kamae Ninjutsu are fighting and are natural too. What do you mean natural? This is a Kamae. He is standing, okay, in Hira no Kamae. This is a Ninjutsu Kamae. You're standing in Shizentai no Kamae, okay? You are standing in Jumonji no Kamae. Okay, so you see these are natural stances. And of course, you've got Kukishinden Ryu, which is a no bullshit, okay, criminal system, okay, where there are no strict situations. You just stand like this because the fight has already begun, you lost your sword, something happens. But you see, Kotoryu, Gyokuryu, Shinden Fudoryu, Takagi Yoshinryu have got very natural stances. Okay? Okay? And of course, some not natural stances. So, to each stance, we put a significant kata. So, Jumonji, we have this. Yeah? Yaakov showed me yesterday a much better version, but I have to train to do it, and we will incorporate it, okay? But I'm going to do what I knew before, okay? And this, you all know, the Hichono kata. And there, from this, probably you don't know, okay? And from this, there is something very aggressive, because I don't want the beginning of the Kamae to be just like, you know, Tai Chi style. No, I want it to be of essence. So we're going to do the Kamae now. And again, everything is on the website if you wish to look. If you wish to change something, everything is documented, because I believe in free source, okay? What does free source mean? Everything that I teach is free. Everything is free. Why? Because I want peer review. Peer review is very important in scientific things. Peer review means that you look at what I do, and not only the open source. I reveal how I think. So Yaakov can say, well, I don't completely agree with you. He knows exactly what I think. He doesn't completely agree. Then I can have this conversation with him, with the veterans here, with everybody, okay? So everything we do now is documented. So let's start. Now I can take him to many directions. First of all, I can break. If we want to break in an arm lock, it is easier, okay? Because we just stand. He uses zero inertia. He doesn't have any speed. And we give his elbow, paf, speed, and I break. Okay? So it's easier. Oh, my stomach is telling me no more bananas. So it's easier to break. It is more difficult to control. Why do we need this break control differentiation? Because of a very important principle ingrained in ninjutsu. And this is called levels of violence. Why is it so important? Why? Because if he comes and pushes me, okay, or something like this, yeah, so I can do many things. First of all, I can smile and go back, which is appropriate now, yeah? He's my friend, he took me yesterday for a trip, so it's appropriate that I do nothing. This is even below low level of violence. Sometimes, it's just my friend, okay, so I want to do something to his, yeah, so to his, yeah, so this is low level of violence, okay? And this is also low level of violence. So we need it, because in real life, I don't want to be killing anybody that touches me, okay? It's not like the Pink Panther, you know, where Clouseau enters. No, I want a little bit of finesse. And Ninjutsu has it. So it's so mature, it's so nice. Not many systems have it. You see sometimes Krav Maga, everything is, okay. No, here, somebody does something, I can do something gentle. Now, the problem is that Hatsumi only lives in this level. So everything he does is low violence. And he doesn't bother to explain, because he explained it years ago. And he doesn't do, so everybody thinks Ninjutsu is all low violence. No. Ninjutsu is also low violence, also very high violence. Okay, you just look at the kata, you just punch somebody, that's the end of the kata. It's not politically correct, but this is Ninjutsu. So we need these grades of violence. When I do arm locks, I also need these. So when he holds me, I can break him immediately, yeah? So this is high level of violence, okay? And we have on the website analysis of what is each technique and what level of violence it belongs to, okay? But if I want to control is harder. Don't worry, I know it's not good for them, okay? Control is harder, okay? So how do I control the arm lock that we did before? He's strong. If I do this, first of all, he can take back here. Yeah, he can take back. He can, yeah. So I have to be faster than his step. First, I have to be faster when I apply. Second thing, I want to really frame his arm lock, because look at many arm locks. I'll show. We'll go over these arm locks today, but okay, let's talk about the onikudaki. Okay, so yeah, so everybody can see. Okay, so this is the onikudaki. So you see sometimes Takamatsu does this. I don't care. It's good. Maybe I don't know what was behind how he did, but when I do onikudaki, it's always because I want to control. Control is harder than break. Okay, so I take him. There is no arm lock now, but he feels. I'm just holding him. Okay. Of course, you have to have the kihon too. And now I'm careful because he's my friend. So we now know several things, and I'll sum it up. First of all, levels of violence. There are levels of violence, and it is good to know low level of violence. It is the sign of high expertise. Low level of violence is the sign of high expertise. Second, to control the arm lock in a low level of violence, I have to frame it really hard. Just like on the ground, when I do Oma Palata, okay, or Juji Gatame, he has to, the hand has to be closed from all sides. Okay, so this is the framing. And then I can apply the correct diagonal force. So let's repeat this. Did you see the direction I'm taking? Of course, don't worry. Of course, I could take this direction, which is good. I could change the knee and take him to the knee, but no. Okay? Again, I move fast in the cracks. The cracks is the most difficult part. I move fast into the enter, and then I take care of him. Why? Because I already got what I want. He knows it, I know it. So why should I injure my anti-terror team member? Why? Why? I don't know why. Only because I'm a sadist? No. Okay? Of course, every student must go through a phase where it hurts. His instructor hurt him to know where the pressure points are and to be a fighter. Every student. But if it's like repeatedly many, like what, why? I don't know, it's just my thing. So, one. Hey. Okay, now I'm going a little bit faster in the through. So, okay. Again, controlling is harder than breaking. So be careful, watch your friends, please try. Who throws, they all aim to hurt, they're not sportsman-like, so you can see versions of Osoto Geri like this, breaking, okay? And So we must be careful while training with ninjutsu throw. So we can use the osotogari here. But I just want to show the principle, okay? Not to make him a concussion, okay, in the head. So I get here, then I put my leg, then I throw. Then you go to the floor. No, you so did not explain this. Now, in order for me to do throw, almost any throw, I have to be near. Almost any throw. What throw is not like this? Sutemi waza. Okay, because I want to do tomoe-nage or yoko tomoe-nage, then I don't care if I'm close. I just care how his body is. But if I want to do kubi-nage, koshi-nage, haragoshi, everything, I have to be close. It's a key point in what we're going to do next. So I'm getting closer, and I'm doing this. Okay, now that we know it, now notice that I don't use any ninjutsu tricks, not because I can do this, okay, and I can do this and many tricks, because I want now to learn the clean technique. Then after I know somebody here bakes, only me, nobody bakes. Nobody bakes here?
Yeah, bakes?
Yeah. Good, I bake a lot. So if you know the basic genoise, basic pâté frisé, okay? Basic crème pâtissière, you know it, then you can make changes. But first, you know the basic, okay? First, you know the basic. So this is why I don't like my students at the beginning, first weeks, to do this and this. Why? Because I want clean technique. Again. So I can do the kuzushi, but every solution I choose for the kuzushi, putting him out of balance, makes me closer to him. So we just do this. One. And again, I do the uchikomi, the entry, fast. And if I'm not sure about his ukemi, I'll throw him nice. Why? Because we're going to work here for several hours. So imagine you don't fall perfectly, you fall good, but you don't fall perfectly and you bump your head. Then after 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock when we finish, you have a headache. You say, oh, this Yossi Sheriff gave me a headache. No, your partner gave you a headache. So just take it easy, okay? You can then go to a regular training session and do it, okay, more hard. But now just take it easy. So, uchikomi, and you see, it falls good, but not perfect. So if I would throw him really hard, what would it serve for? I don't know, nothing. And I like him, so I will not throw him too hard. But I get in hard. Get in and, okay? So we had one word, which is disarm. And we now add another word, and we see how it connects. But first, let's repeat the second word, the osotogake, okay? And I want to enter. And he doesn't want me to enter, okay? You try to throw me. Push here. Okay, so you see it in the Olympics, okay? They don't, the other guy to be near their so it's basic stuff. And it's, in wrestling, it's called sprawling. You do kind of sprawling, and you bridge on your hand. Okay, so I try to get in, and he pushes me. Boom, that's it. But now, we have ninjutsu. No, I don't mean this. Why? Look how important it is that we straighten out. This is high level of violence. Of course, and this is a knockout. With this, you open, boom, knockout. This is a knockout. It's just like a hook with a leg, okay? Immediately, he gets knocked out. You can get killed. It's such a strong kick. We are talking about Randori. Jakob didn't bring me here to teach you to kill. I'm just here to teach you Randori. If we're doing about killing, it's another seminar, okay? Today, just Randori. So in Randori, I want to use different levels of violence. If I use high levels, I just guard you, okay, make you safe. So, get near and he pushes me. What he gave me now, this. So, again. waiting a little bit to see if he's okay. When he pushes me, he gives me the hand. So now you have the principle in one exercise. There is an interplay between throws and arm locks in ninjutsu. If he makes it impossible to throw, he gives me the hand. And I can do an arm lock. If he doesn't want me to do an arm lock, he pushes, then I have to, sorry. It's not professional. Okay? So I can do it through. Thank you. One.
So, I resist your. Okay.
If you don't resist, I throw. So now. We program. So we program ourselves the same way. So BJJ is a lot like this, and I really like this way of thinking. So you're on the mattress, you work very with flow and consideration. So you say, this does not work. He does something. Now, what can I do to resist him? Okay, and it's all the time discussion. It's just like questions and answers. Questions and answers. Just like in the Talmud. She'elot v'tshuvot. Okay, shakla v'tala. So I like this kind of. So we advance. So I ask a question, and he pushed me. Okay. So I ask another question. Sometimes I succeed. Sometimes he can do one of two things. First thing, when he feels me here, he will bend the elbow. If he leaves, this is the other thing. If he leaves completely, then I have to be here. So let's do this one. It's easier. Okay. So we do this, he push. I do this, he take the hand away. My mistake, probably. You see how I take good care of him, okay? So I know he is used to, but this is my style. Okay, okay.